was the time that I would stream that game, but he's fucking not on.
Bro, do it right now. Like, literally play it. I will love you forever.
How did I even get it?
You go on Steam, you
No,
download
don't
it.
fuck around, dude. This fucking
It costs like
be a
$3.
good
I
kid. Don't
think it's
listen to the
free
crowd.
actually. I think I looked it up.
It's free. It's free.
I'm done with you.
Okay, and then
Right
how do you
now.
spell it? Doki.
Yeah, I'm not watching you.
Was that my mic? What the fuck was that?
I guess Tyler's.
Oh,
Okay, I
Doki
unplugged my.
Literature
Yeah,
Club.
yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh God.
Oh my god, I'm ready for this shit, dude.
What's the wish list for, Tyler, on Amazon?
This is basically if someone like, usually chatterbait streamers have it on their thing so that the guys buy them stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it?
That I
A wish list. I'm just making one so I can share it with you to show you what I'm getting.
I'll show you this like Twitch streamers or not Twitch streamers, chatterbait girls fucking. What the fuck? This bitch wants a TI fucking Titan. What the fuck? Crazy ass bitch.
Is
Like
some
she wants a bunch of cosplay.
I think that'll work.
you're looking at our wish list?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna get. But that CPU ain't gonna be 400 for
Fucking bro, just buy the fucking buy the Titan or the i7 that's 8th generation, okay?
No, I don't have the money for that and this Jeep or the money motherboard. Look at the motherboard I'm getting, $100, dude.
No, that's gonna downgrade you so much though.
No, it's not. Compared to my computer right now? I'm not planning on upgrading my computer in the next 5 to 10 years. And that'll probably be my last PC anyway.
You're giving up PC?
No, I can't see myself gaming when I'm 40 years old.
You never stop gaming.
What kind of game is this considered?
It's considered I guess story slash.
Is that abbreviated anyhow? Like first time like playing a what are they called? They're called like read or but they're decision based. So they're like I don't even know.
Just write content trigger warning. Just say that. You gotta be honest, okay? You gotta be honest. This is your stream, man. You gotta be honest. This is trigger warning. I'll be honest. I love your bunny ears, by the way. Makes me a little bit wet.
Did you notice that 8700K uses more of the GPU?
For what?
Hey.
Oh, it just
8700K.
utilizes more of your GPU?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not really. You want to balance your CPU and your GPU.
Okay. Wait, did the game already start? Was it telling me?
I don't think it started yet.
Content
But
warning. What? It's
but
got
you
a
also
content
don't want
warning?
your
Am I gonna
CPU
get
to-
banned for playing
No,
this on stream?
No. It's
Okay.
just like, it's for you personally. You gotta rate it.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just like open this up
You
real
can get
quick.
banned, bro.
I need my chat in the corner.
Oh, dude, this racing game looks pretty dope.
This is just because like it's really, yeah, I can't explain it. I promise I would not explain it.
Hardware value. Please take a moment for the following survey. No thanks. Okay. Should I have this game full screen? Like, how do you want to see it?
Yeah, full screen, full screen.
Okay, I can just like switch to a game view.
Dude, you're getting like you have 5 viewers right now. That's pretty good.
Really?
No, 2 streamers.
Alright,
Like one random person and me.
nice. Alright, where's Jared at? Jared's not even a part of the strum. We're about to
That
start.
ain't the way
Here we
it's
go.
done. It's
One
not
more
even
thing I gotta
done.
open up.
It's just personal warnings for yourself. Like it's like if people stream this all the time on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
I'm bored already.
Jerry, you gotta fuck. Oh
When
my
did
god.
that person follow you for the Nightmare 8?
Last night, right as I was ending the stream, I was like, yeah, thanks for
What
the
were you
follow.
streaming?
I was playing CS. On me. And I clutched too. I did a sick ass clutch play with the SMG. Not that it mattered because we were getting demolished because we had 2 quitters. But still killed fucking, got a 3K and won the round. Went in the bomb, it was a 1v1, I fucking outplayed him.
You read the warnings, right?
I went back and recorded our thing though. It was sick. Our impulse nade. I'm reading them right now, hold on. Streamlabs. I'm just opening up Streamlabs. Hello.
4 viewers. That's pretty good, man.
I hope. Should I listen to music while playing this game, or is it gonna have music?
It has background music. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good.
He's fucking-
At least it's got background music. That's cool.
Fucking
Listen.
view
I have to
botting.
tell you this one thing. Monica is the best girl. Okay.
I'm getting text.
See,
Hold on.
you're fucking view botting, bro.
I'm
reporting
view botting
your
right-
stream.
It's fucking content warning. It's clickbait. Clickbait. Hold on. The last thing I'm gonna open up my chat so I can see it on my phone. Alright, there we go. Individual is suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience. What? That's so next level, dude. What'd you just...
Oh my god.
Alright, let's go. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude. This is wrong. Whatever I'm about to sign up for.
Bro, you got this. I believe in you.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta whip out my wiener.
This chart that says for tattoo pain, it says your upper back isn't painful. They're fucking lying, dude. That hurts.
Also on your balls, I heard it hurts.
What is it?
Yeah, it does. It says most pain genitals
For what?
for tattoos. Ears, lips, head, neck, armpit, ass,
People get eyeball tattoos. That's fine.
back of the knee.
I know,
and
that's just messed up. They get eye injections.
Holy shit, your finger is supposed to be one that hurts lots too. I guess there's lots
I
of
wanted
nerves.
to do maybe the bottoms of my feet. Could be cool.
It says lots of pain too.
Or your hands, your palms, because it wears out. They only last for about 10 to 15 years. Doki Doki hype, what's good?
Interior of thigh says it's the least amount of pain.
Alright, and we're beginning.
That
Oh
sounds
boy, I'm
great.
fucking excited. Listen, you're gonna. Oh, dude, it's so good. You fall in love with the characters.
I agree.
Monica's the best.
Oh. Oh man. Should I look at my settings? Should I do unseen text?
That's real brains, bro.
Should I do after choices or unseen text?
I'm not sure about this stuff.
Text speed.
I think you may have to like the screen's kind of cut off. I think.
This game's so stupid, dude.
The
It's
screen's
not
cut off?
A little bit.
Yeah. Bottom of it.
Yeah, I got it. transform,
Dare 22.
and fit to screen.
See, that's pretty fucked up. Why am I not the fucking mod? That's fucked.
That's fucked.
Bro, I was there at day 1 you started to stream, bro.
You're gonna ban Tyler from your stream so you don't get an extra viewer. Now it's fixed.
Yeah, there goes perfect.
Okay, hang on.
Where you learn how to type, kid? Third grade.
Yo, we gotta hear you read these voices. Like, you gotta voice
Don't
these out,
fucking
man.
give that kid mod.
Oh shit, my mod!
Whoa, what are these that I have? Yeah, I have all these. Sick. Let's go. Do these show up on my OBS? Oh, they do. Flying Pikachus. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. What? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend.
Your ears are falling.
So
down.
we're talking in third person. Or like we're talking to ourselves. We're talking out.
Yes.
I hope we're not talking out loud to ourselves. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it was just kind of, it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long.
Aw, that's so sweet.
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Alright,
Damn, you fucking cucked her. That's fucked.
I know. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sori catch up to me. Hey girl, how you doing? We're slept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, FABuyalos. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
She
fine.
wrecked you, dude.
Makes sense. But you did wait for me after all? Guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say,
He
Sayori.
has a heart of gold, man. He has a heart of gold, guys. Remember that.
Alright, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, FABuyalos, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Yeah. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I?
Ooh. She's called you out.
I'm sure it's possible. In one of your many conversations, where did I just missively go along with whatever she's going on about? Sayori likes to worry about a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that's what I do all day. Games and anime. Asuka's hooking me up with the mature content. I
know what I'm gonna watch when I want to fall asleep.
was talking about how worried your wife's gonna think you're looking at porn again. I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
5-year hype?
Yeah, I'm back in high school hype!
Get some high school pussy, bro.
High school, that 18-year-old pussy! Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Yeah. Wait, can you guys see my cursor? I should enable that, right?
No, we see it. We see it. It's
Sick.
fine. Fucked up.
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a
That's
few
where a
years.
person like encloses themselves inside the room and they don't leave the house.
Okay, a null. Becoming a null in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll have to try a little? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Why don't I let myself get literatured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Yes, seeing her so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Damn, he's thinking deeply about this. He loves her. School day is is as ordinary as ever. It's over before you know it. It's all just blank. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the club. Hello, Sayori. Welcome back, Sayori. Just fucking appear out of thin air. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out.
How long is this game?
It's not long.
I
it's
look
like,
around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought that I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I know. So I thought, you know what? Well, that could have come, that you could have come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 90% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest. Wait, what is it?
You're getting some pussy, my dude.
Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. I love that when you just like are the only one in the position, so you just get it. Like in school, it's like, yeah, there's no one else applying for class president.
Fuck you, get it, you're good enough.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways?
How is this a video game? Like, what are you?
Yeah, right? What am I doing? I thought I was gonna click something.
You've been reading for like an hour.
I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned out all of this.
Look how nervous she looks.
I
man.
let out a sigh.
Bro, you're good with girls, man.
You're good. You make me nervous.
Throw it in there, bro.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Oh fuck, you fucking like some sweets, I see.
I know, dude. I'm supposed to be vegan out here, and I just fucking that cupcake had milk in it. Ugh. I'm gonna be all bloated. I dejected. Follow Sayori's. Or wait, dejectedly? I've never actually even seen that word. Dejectedly. Followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes and activities. Dejected.
That's like the higher up classes.
Oh, fuck. Sayori full of energy. Is there a way to go back?
No.
Okay. Sayori full of energy opened the classroom door.
Go put on some socks and give me some.
Oh, I think you can go back if you right click. It goes back.
Oh, does it?
No, everyone in the new member is here. Oh, you can look around the room if you want. I told you, don't call me a new member. Glance around. Welcome to the literature club. What up, girl one? Do you have a name? It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori says nice things about you.
Ooh, tea.
What? I'm joining a literature club for real, dude. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Fabulous. What a nice surprise.
Tea,
Welcome to the club.
Fat pussy. Oh, look at that girl.
All words escape me in this situation. Can I do those icons on my phone too?
The icons.
Those Twitch Prime icons that I have. I don't know how to get them. I can do the Rex. All words escape me. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Ooh, tea, you're getting.
What are you looking at? Oh fuck, I'm looking at you! If you want to say something, then say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitudes, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize, but she's definitely fly. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Yeah, she's an independent young woman. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quite quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Wow, just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Wow. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
Oh man, I feel bad for her.
You can hear me, right, over this music? It's not too loud?
No, yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. Damn, girl. Monika, don't let him know our secret. It's great to see you again, Fabulous. Shh, keep it on the DL, Monika! Monika smiles secretly. You girls are just, like, so cute together. You and your same outfits. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is generally feels a little nice. She's definitely out of my league. Look at that waving, sparkling hair. I found out about this kid today. They were talking about him at the party, and they said they're like in high school. He looked over one time, and he just seen this kid smelling this girl's hair, and he would do it every class. Like he'd just be there, moving, hovering closer to this chick that he sat next to in the science class or whatever, and he would just smell her hair. It's like nerd. It was like, damn, this girl's hair smells nice. It's got the sparkles in it. Just nice looking. Come sit down, Fabulous. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about you make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged in a form of a table. Why don't they show it? As Sayori mentioned, it's the older one. It's been widened so that there is one spare next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. And Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. These girls are fucking witches, dude. They just appear out of nowhere. They're shapeshifters. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like
they're so nice,
cats.
Cutie.
Yo, these chicks poison these cupcakes, bro! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolates were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Omika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh man, icing on her face. She better lick it off. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. What up, boy? There's a boy here. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Is this a sequel or anything?
No.
Okay. Wait, fuck. What if I quick history? Okay. I thought you technically did. Okay, yeah, it does. Oh, well, maybe. But not for you. You know. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki, weird logic, and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the cup. That's the one Jared likes. Teacup in front of each tray before setting down the teapot next to the cake. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Question mark? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. Oh no! Yuri was just trying to be cute. I like having a whole matching tea set. I meant that, you know. I believe you.
Fuck me.
Where's the action, bro? Where's the drug?
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming
Where's
up.
the drug to cupcakes? Well, tea reading midnight not be pastime, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles. To herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could be board member of any of any major club. You weren't the leader of the debate club last year. Well, you know, to be honest, can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it into something special. And if it encourages others to get into the literature club, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Yes. There's been a winter weather advisory in Baltimore, Maryland, guys. I'm telling that to the Canadians. A winter weather advisory.
Like,
right, like what's gonna happen? Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone's enthusiastically agrees. Wow, you four girls, such different girls, all interesting in the same goal, or interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. These girls are smart. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So fabulous, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Suki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. She's so cute. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build into deep, complex fantasy worlds.
Like that? What the like?
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri gives on a clear, passionate about her reading, or is clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but is obviously, by the way of her eyes lighting up, that she finds herself confident in the world of books, not people.
Which
but
one's your favorite so far?
I don't know. I like the one that I already know, but like I feel bad that I like her friends too. But Yuri's kind of cute because she's kind of like confident that she's an adult, and then the other one's really cute that made the cupcakes. Nasuki, she's cute because she's already making cupcakes for the club, and they tasted really good. I don't know. There's so many girls though. How many girls go to this school? But you know, I like a lot of things. Cause you know you can. If this is obviously the club to be in. Stories with the deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Wow, she's so deep. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books once. Or I read horror books once. I desperately grab for something I can relate to at a minimal level, because she's so deep. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Suki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasuki? Who made the soundtrack for this, bro?
You like it?
It's just like, is it the same jam? It's forever. It's like an infinite loop. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the club in last year's meeting, or the last club's meeting. Oh, this is next club already? It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Oh wait, never mind. Get that back. Fine. Cupcakes. She's writing poems? Cupcakes and poems? That's hot.
That's hot.
Everything you do. That's like just like my high school like crush. Making you cupcakes and stuff and writing you messages. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sailor sittles up behind Nasuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Is that what it is? Sittles? Sideless? She slides in. She swoops in that bitch. Swooping in the DMs and puts her hands on her shoulder. Ooh, girl, how you doing?
Older.
I'm not cute. Nasuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess I do sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share a poem sometimes? No. Nasuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Uh, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's the truest form of writing, is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, I can see an example and help Nasuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. These girls. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Nasuki and Yuri look quizzical at the Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we'll meet and we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my
Plus
God,
now we have a new member, and I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, FABuyalos? Oh no, she just suckered me in! Monika smiles warmly at me once again.
Bro, she fucking got you.
You girls, hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, fuck, what did I just say? But, I'm sorry, I thought... FABuyalos. You all are defenseless against these girls. Look at them. Fuck, I didn't see that.
Yo.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? As if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I decided I'll join the literature club. Let's go! I would have done it too.
Hashtag get that pussy.
I couldn't let these girls down. One by one, the girls lighten up. Okay. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Oh.
Wait. You can, look at their skirts. They're so pretty, guys.
You're pretty.
The text is blocking their skirts. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Ooh.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks again. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can move on. Remember, tonight assignment. Write a paper and bring it to the meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Obvious, I look seeing... I look forward to seeing what you have to say. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety building in me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri takes Nasuki clean up, or makes Nasuki clean up their food. Hey, FABuyalos, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh. Ooh.
That's right,
gee.
Sayori. And I never walk home anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! The two of us, when the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home, the whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Nasaki, Yuri, and of course Monika. have to grow closer to each of these girls. Alright, I need to make the most of my circumstances. I guess that starts with building a checklist, or writing it down. It's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think your favorite member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Ooh, T, this is it. This is where you're going in.
Oh my god, I gotta impress him with my writing skills.
You guys, that's what I just did.
What'd you do?
You know this big tower in Lonely Lodge?
Yeah.
Somebody built a base up on top of that, even higher. I ran to Lonely Lodge, broke all the bottom pieces of the tower, destroyed his whole fucking base, and he fell like 100 feet down and died. And I got the kill for it. Oh, no.
He fell 100 feet, dude. That's pretty dope.
He built as high as he could, a big tower on top of that tower.
I gotta put my nose on it.
I get killed by a camp.
Wow, what a screw. Yeah, you better be the fucking best writer out there, man.
You didn't unmute your mic.
Oh, my bad. Good call, good call. So I realize I'm not even writing it. I'm just picking words that I think they're gonna enjoy.
Don't say fucking the. What the fuck? Doesn't Sarari look like just like Ruby? Red Ruby says.
Who is it?
Doesn't Sarari, like, I think that the pink hair girl look like Ruby?
Yeah, a little bit. She kind of does, actually.
Man, you're picking all the good shit, man. Fuck, people on my Snapchat just posted like, these people I know, they fucking post on Snapchat that they're doing an Ouija board. What the fuck?
Ouija board.
Okay, shut the fuck up, Jay. Everyone likes you, okay?
Okay, good. Fuck me. I don't know where. Oh, pinata. No!
The ginger bitch, you blind cunt. Oh. Or the ginger girl, I guess. I don't know, man. Read your own chat.
Oh, it's Red Ruby! Hello! Wow, she did miss a lot. Hello! Baby, how you doing? Red
She likes
Ruby,
your
I'm
bunny
sorry.
ears,
You guys didn't even tell me Ruby was here. The fuck?
I told you that a long time ago.
Yeah, we
Wow.
said that 5 times.
Ruby, I got these cool emotes. Check them out. I'm sorry. I was
That's the
talking to
problem.
myself. Oh my god, how long have you been playing this? It's 2 a.m. complaining. Great, I didn't miss
Yeah,
anything.
but
It's
we've been
Saturday.
saying Ruby all this time.
It's Saturday. Oh my god. Is he high? Yeah. Doesn't a hot cup of tea sound exceptional? I'm gonna fuck some bitches in Fortnite. I'll be here on my phone. Hell yeah. Alright, now I'm just catching all of it. Little bunny Tutu, she cool-lifted! Oh my god, he's drunk too. Let's get comfortable with T. Who's your fave? T, who's it gonna be? Doesn't pick Sayori. And just like Ruby. Doesn't look like it. Kitty! It's not the pink hair, you idiot. The gingerbread. Alright, we gotta finish writing our novel. I
Our
like.
novel?
This sounds like a good old shotgun battle over here.
Contamination. I don't know. Secretive's a pretty good time. Who's your favorite? I like her and I like her. Nasuki and Yuri. They're pretty cute. Cause Jared's right, Yuri is pretty smart. But Nasuki is like even younger than Yuri and she's already so like dazzling. Yeah. Hi again,
Oh,
Fabulous. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Let me make sure this didn't change my... Yeah, it did. I can change my game view back to full screen, guys. Oh no, that doesn't look too good, does it? Guess it looks fine. Whatever.
I think hasn't changed it.
Just elongated. The girls might look fat though, hold on. Yeah, they do.
Girls might look-
I'm putting it back. We'll go with that. And we can just make it a little bigger. Gotta hold shift and drag to the corner. And then make sure the image is like... Good. Go with that. It's pretty good coming out the side right there. Ugh! I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I like Nasuki. Definitely gotta pick the words that the girls like. But I like picking the words I like, cause then it's like, wow, maybe they'll like me too. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Nasuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Nasuki finds herself stuck in between saying Monica or Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated. Nasuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. I feel bad for Sayori though, because she's so kind to me. FABuyalos always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and FABuyalos can become, or you and FABuyalos become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out. I didn't want you to feel left out. What did she pull out? A book! Wow. Yuri, Jer's girl is giving me a book.
Fuck, dude. She's like, that's first base right there.
That's true. But if you're all over the board, then you won't progress the story with any individual character. So I picked out a book that I thought you might really enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out the book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri thanked me. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. They meet at this club every day after school. That's like a lot. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. It can help you notice her intense expression. Like she's watching or waiting for this chance. Discuss, pulls out a dick. Pulls out a whips it out instead of a book. Here, I got this book for you. Whips out a dick. Meanwhile, Nasuki is rummaging in the closet. Really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book she's reading. It looks the same book that she lent. It's the same book as she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another
fuck,
glance at
see-
me. And our
Don't
eyes
you
meet
like
for
me,
a
bro?
split second.
I think they like you, bro.
Yeah, I think they like you, bro.
You like them, bro?
I think
Yeah,
they're all
yeah,
pretty cute. But
Please
but
be
Yuri
excited.
is just dazzling. Look at her skirt. It's blue today. And this sparkles. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I gotta Snapchat Yuri. She's my one.
She's my one.
Me and Yuri will be together forever. Yuri, I love you. But that makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this to seem uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noted it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of it, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here. Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to give it a go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once she starts to pick it up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? Well, what about it anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking symbol.
Fucking bush camper, man.
Fucking bush, dude. Looking eye symbol on the front. Oh, it's Noble! Noble! What the fuck is this weave shit? Gee, I love it. It's so cute. Fortnite rotted my brain, dude. Fortnite made me rage quit. That's what happened. Guys, I'm only using 3.3% of my CPU to stream. How can we correct this? This nonsense.
Just put fucking Minecraft in the background. I'll make your CP go to fucking 9,000.
Over 9,000. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
The fucking bunny ears on the bunny
I
outfit
got
on
played
Fortnite.
tonight, boys.
Wiggle
At the
while
party,
you run.
Jared invited the girl that I like seeing sometimes, Heather, over, and he totally did it because I said something about her, and now he's with her, and she's got purple hair, and Yuri reminds me of Heather, and it's
Breathe it out.
breathe it out, bro. I love you, Yuri. Why can't we be together? Why'd you have to choose him? I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. No, it's not a good feeling, and I did often in high school, is not reading the book for class and then discussing it in class and you don't know anything.
Bullshit about it.
You don't know anything, so you're repeating what everyone else is saying. But sometimes you say something that's impressive and the teacher's yeah, that really is what it's about.
It's I fucking didn't read. I just read the back of the
Yeah,
book
you're
and
just bullshitting so hard that it sounds legit. But as soon as she does, her life gets a little strange. She gets taunted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
How could I what, Ruby?
And,
This kid is bush hunting everybody, dude. This is
and
garbage.
while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust.
What did I do?
Noble hype. Noble hype. What? How could Jared? How could you? You died, Jared. That's how you could. How could you die?
Listen, you're the top 5 streamer right now. Like you're the 5th place in streaming this game. You're beating.
And then, no matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts falling apart.
You're beating 12 people.
You've been told, let's go. It's noble.
My bad.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. That's so dark. Turn came from nowhere. She fucking is peeking in on our conversation. She's listening in. Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fabius? It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy more kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things, the horror things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those things are kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. That's an interesting way of thinking about, like, horror. Well, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants them to be evil, or when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants them to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, steals his girl, yeah. Jared throwing the party stole my girl, bro. They're made out to be a native one for letting her on the one side. Wait. They're made out to be the native one for letting their own one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to the other people. She's gonna steal your girl! Money steal your girl! Alright, hold on, wait. I gotta get this. So, I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Ooh.
I don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to.
Well, man, you're making her moist,
Yeah,
dude.
I choked. Well, I choked, dude. What are you saying? Just a moment. You said you were looking forward to it. They should put this in the center. Let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in a company with someone, I see. Well, just tell me if I ended up distracting you or anything. Steal his girl. I'm gonna steal his girl back, dude. I'm gonna steal his girl back. No, it's just she called me and made plans with me for next weekend, like 2 days ago, and then she comes to the party, like, and stays with him. And we hung out or whatever, and like hugged or like in the back room or like She like kissed my lip and wore my lip. She kissed my cheek and wore my bunny ears.
Damn, dude.
Rip. Stole my bunny ears. Just used me for my bunny ears and dipped with another man. She's not the one. She's not the one. I thought she was the one. No. She's actually the only girl I never dated that like I've still like or had like a serious kind of connection with or whatever. Never dated. But like it was like before, it was like in middle school, so it didn't even count. And then I had a decision. I could either date her or go to high school like single. So I was like, well, I'm going into high school, so I don't think we should start dating because, you know, I might meet anyone. Essentially, I told her. I just basically was a slut. Middle school slut. And then, yeah, fucking...
Like, you assumed you would have got all the pussy in high school.
So I kicked her to the curb all the way back then, so now she's getting her payback, obviously. Right in front of me. For Heather Goodman, yeah. And she's actually a teacher, so this game is like reminding me of her.
So it's breaking your heart? Oh my god.
It's breaking my heart. No, it's not breaking my heart. It's just like that pussy's good. I blew my shot. That was like 2 weeks ago. This girl, she came over, and I had like 3 of my friends here, and one of them was being an idiot, and she was like turned off by it, and she like left. But
damn.
Yeah. And it wasn't even my friend. It was like the friend of the 2 kids that were at my house. So, right. The school. He was on drugs, and he was just discussing drugs or talking about drugs, but like stupid drugs, like drugs you don't take. Like, I don't know. He was like discussing ketamine and stuff, and she's like a school teacher. Like, come on, dude. Like, she smokes weed and drinks, but she's not gonna fucking do ketamine with you. Don't offer her ketamine.
Why not?
Why not? Maybe if it was blow, maybe not ketamine. Right? Like, take off your top, teacher. I got a red apple for you. I was gonna leave a red apple on her car. That would get her. That would get her. She'd feel bad about that. She'd be like, wow, I'm such a dick. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting. But then the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... She's red in the face! This shouldn't work. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's.
You say? Everything's just scripted?
I know, I don't get to choose. But I did get to choose like the words I put in my book. So now Yuri obviously is my center focus. Which she's got purple hair, dude. Heather fucking Goodman has purple hair. Then hold my book more between the 2 of them. I slide my desk up against Yuri's. He fucking slid his desk next to Yuri's so that their books are like closer. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copies. They're reading one book. That is such an intimate thing when you're like with a cute girl and you're reading the same book in class. It's hard like to concentrate on the book. Also, like, you don't want to be a fool and not read fast enough. So you're also like you're also trying to like read the words quick so you're not like you're finished before her because you don't want her like waiting for you to finish reading. So it's like you're focusing on reading, but then like she smells so good.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
fuckers who smell girls' panties?
Yeah. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders almost touching. Feels like my arm is in the way. So I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. That intimate feeling when you're reading the same book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Wow. I'm holding the book down and she's turning the pages. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and fingertips.
Oh!
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn pages and Yuri slides it under her thumb after reading and flips it. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Wow,
Oh.
Yuri, you're the only girl for me. This is actually kind of distracting me.
You look at the
It's
tip.
as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. Okay, hold on. Wow, this is kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? I'm sorry. We pop it off out here! I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
Fuck me.
I glance over at Yuri's face. Oh no. I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Smells good. Tries hard not to stare at tits. That's true also, if you're reading with someone you don't want. Look, right now she has her hand over. Well, I guess it's like holding. But like, their tits are out and it's like you don't want to. Since you've been so patient with me. Creep alert talking about the girl like she's a piece of fried chicken.
Smells so good.
Dude, I'll show you the clip I'm trying to make as my fucking thing. It's epic.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Damn. Now display capture won't work. What if I do? Hold on.
Ah.
No. Okay, I got it.
Fuck me, man.
Money, rain, yeah, we rain. While Jer makes it rain.
Make it rain.
Money in the bank. Yeah, make it rain. I can't find my, oh, I found it. Breaking Bad. Open this clip. Oh wait, no, I put it in my FABuyalos folder.
Dios hermanos.
Oh yeah, I found it. Window capture. It might not work because it's a movie.
Reported.
This is where T fucks up and shows his porn on stream and gets banned.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nah,
You're
it won't.
fucking
It
up
won't
your
play. Yeah, I know. It's all good. I'm back to the game. We playing again.
Well, I saw some of your porn there. That's fucked.
That was fucked. I know. We continue reading.
Dog on dog.
Yuri
3000.
no longer
Come
asks
on
me
here.
if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assure it that she finishes the page before me, so I turn. Wow, it's literally what I was discussing.
It was, dude.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she is more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second glances or guesses all of the things that she says. I feel like I'm gonna move my camera. Should I move my camera?
Oh.
It's blocking her beautiful hair.
Maybe, like, we all know you want a smaller hair, so that's why you're so close to her with your webcam, right?
We'll be over here. She's afraid to do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Let's see. Yuri sits in silence for a second, or remains silent. But fabulous. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think like that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I guess you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Well, you're saying all of a sudden. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Uh-oh.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spares from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry, if you haven't been looking forward to this. Yuri, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hands from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have to be much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation... I don't even know. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Could really find much inspiration since I haven't ever done anything like that before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their phones. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper torn from the spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers on composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Asuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. And we all whip out our wieners! Who should I show? Who should I show my poem to first?
Who should you show? Oh my god.
Well, I feel like Natsuki won't be able to burn me too hard. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions.
Oh, she just basically said like it's fucking shit, dude. She called the shit.
So basically not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I needed to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Fuck. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Eagles can fly, dude. That's a pretty good poem. Yeah.
The poem touch your heart?
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end of the day, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. You did? I guess it went more into it, or I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Did you? I guess not. I decided to humor with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Aww.
Who should I show my poem to next? Well, I guess Yuri's gotta see it. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, she knows exceptional. What's that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. And a Yuri.
Dude, she likes it.
She likes my poem.
Bro.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I Ah. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing... Wait. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem. Down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick them up. Or up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor is totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not that finding them and building them, but gently to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Suki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me. Mind if I read your poem now? Yes, please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. Yuri smiles dreamily as that's a rare opportunity to see her. Wow, look at your beautiful smile. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Wow, look at this girl's script. Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air, present, but living in the past. The light thickens. I flicker back.
So, hey, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. I have to wake up early tomorrow for work.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and play with Jarrett.
Wow! Are you gonna continue the game later, though?
Yeah, definitely. I'll save where I am. Sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. I wasn't thinking of that. But
Just keep
it
playing
took you
for
a
a
long
little bit.
time. Alright. Good night, man.
Bye.
Hey, Tyler.
Well, just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very decisive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more wild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, FABuyalos. Really? I must have been totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their thoughts feelings and experiences in their own works. They usually do it more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon it'll be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. Nothing. Yours was impressive too. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna do my best for you. Keep doing my best for you, Fabulous. Is it a good poem? Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Good.
Oh,
I
wait.
think that kind of guy who's writing. I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break any promises. That's like I said before, Fabulous. Deep down, you're selfish. You're not selfish at all. You know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only a really good person could do. Sayori. It's not if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reasoning. I'm here, I guess, knowing how much this means. Or the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you at that then. You'll read my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from under my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Okay.
Your sunshine. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say that it wasn't a bad poem. It just came out nice. How should
What
I
do you
put it?
mean?
Sounded just like, really? Yeah. Especially the last line. Made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. Well, this is so much fun. When he gets the best, yeah, next time I won't forget to write at night. Well, I guess I look forward to seeing you. Who should I show my poem to next? Monika. Wow, Monika's shiny hair. Hi, Fabulous. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you've ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid of bringing things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. It's much better off Just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, I want to share my poem with me? Or want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn and get past. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. Great job, Fabulous. I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not really sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everything's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words. Hello. To describe happiness and sadness. Mary likes it when the readers are left to deliver their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that, effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of patience, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm nowhere near her level. Monica worries so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning and trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying a lot of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this though. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everybody else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry. I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. Wow, look at that handwriting. It couldn't have been me. See the directions, the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a coil. No. I can't see. I reel. Blind, like film, left out in the sun. But it's too late. My my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? So what do you think? Very impressive. Freeform. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. And empathy? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you won't make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way of thinking about this is if you keep your pen and paper in the same spot for too long, you'll just keep a big black puddle of ink. You'll just make a big black puddle of ink. So just move your head and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, guess that's over with. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land over Yuri and Misaki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in a tantrum, I watch each of their expressions change. Misuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Misuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with the one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If you're looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and FABuyalos did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And FABuyalos liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuki suddenly stands up! Nasuki and Yuri, dude, they're going at it, dude. Oh? I didn't realize you weren't so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what
I'm in a 1v1 and this guy's hiding in a big tower. I'm about to wreck his building and
wow.
he's fall down and die.
Dude, Nasaki and Yuri are 1v1ing right now, dude. Yeah. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that FABuyalos appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you think he appreciates my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as FABuyalos started showing up. Nasuki. Nasuki, that's a little... And it doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. FABuyalos. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. These are the two girls I like. What? They're fighting, dude. Why can't we all just be a good, happy time? What's the point in making your poems all
I got the win,
convoluted?
baby.
Let's go, Jerwinsies! Let's go! We'll team!
Baby.
What's the point in making your poems all convoluted anyways? For no reason. For no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Fabulous. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fabulous? Well... How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Fuck! Help me, Sayori! That's an option. You don't have to pick either. The Suki glares at me, dying up for any words in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything. Sayori? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Fabulous. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her, I agree. It's unfair that others inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is, being or whatever. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Suki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Suki's poems, they are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, the Suki is cute. There's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yes, they are. Everyone's boobs are big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Yuri sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president.
Those are your girls.
I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. My girls! They're sparkling hair.
These angels, bro. These angels.
These angels. I might come off and be a good leader, and I can recognize original things, or organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. I wasn't able to say anything either. I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Mika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what they say. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, it's just about time for us to eat. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk to with everyone about. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn more about the kinds of poems I really liked? Or with any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Fabulous? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yay! Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, I'm gonna save here.
Oh, you're almost done, I think.
About what's happened to me either. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Nisaki? Does that thing kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fighting like that before. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Fabulous, it's nice that you like to spend time in the club. You think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you. Yeah? Every day is gonna be so much fun. It's like Sayori hasn't even caught onto the kind of situation on it. But being friends with everyone, she is nice, but it really does need to stop there. Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. I'm supposed to write another poem?
Oh, maybe you aren't almost done.